Good afternoon, guys. My name is Jagbir Singh. Today I am going to present a presentation on the topic minimizing potential hazards of material and finishes. So it is a topic given by a tutor. Our course name is DC 603 Material and Structural Principle, and we have to submit this to Mehdi Saidani. So it is presented by me, named Jagbir Singh. My student ID is A230904. So let's go through the overview of the what is the material hazards. Exposure to hazardous materials can lead to serve healthy issues and even death. So explanation of potential hazards include toxic chemicals, flammable substances and radioactive materials. There are 8 classes of hazardous material. So you can see in picture, like these are hazardous materials, and proper handling and storage of materials is crucial to prevent accident and exposure. Workers should be trained on hazard identification, protective measures and emergency response procedures. If any hazard came, we just need to emergency response. Next one. Oh my god.
Sir, what is important college?
So there are some methods for hazards. First one method for identifying potential hazard in material is through chemical analysis. Another method is through visual inspection, looking for sign of damage or deterioration. The third method is through consultation with experts in the field who can provide insight and guidance. We need a guidance in a site if we are doing any job or any construction job in a site. So lastly, conducting experiment and tests can help uncover any hidden hazard. There are 4 important risk assessments like mitigate, analyze, prevent, evaluate. Risk assessments for material are crucial in identifying potential hazards and implementing necessary precautions. By conducting risk assessment, organization can minimize the likelihood and severity of accident and incident. So third one is risk assessment provide valuable insights into the safety requirement and control measures for material handling. The last one, regular risk assessment ensure compliance with safety regulation and promote a proactive safety culture. It is a main point. We need a safety regulation first. Best practices for handling and storage. Safety gears, we just need a safety gear. First we have to protect ourselves, then we have to protect building or anyone. So there should be need a safety gears, and we should need a tips and guidelines. For first one, always wear appropriate safety gear such as gloves, goggles and mask when handling hazardous material. You can see in picture, this is a helmet, gloves, and these all are the safety gears. So second one is store flammable liquid in approved containers away from heat sources and ensure proper ventilation in storage area. Use separate storage area for incompatible material to avoid the risk of chemical reaction or accident. That we all already know, everyone, that we should keep the chemical material or reaction material should be in another room or behind. So last point is regularly inspect storage areas for leaks, spills or damaged container and address any issue immediately. The role of PPE. What is PPE? PPE is a personal protective equipment. Means we just need a equipment for our personal protective. It plays a crucial role in ensuring worker safety. PPE includes items such as helmets, goggles, gloves and masks designed to protect against specific hazard. These are image, like you can see, this is a body protector, safety shoes, gloves and all our mask, helmet. So by wearing the appropriate PPE, worker can reduce the risk of injuries, illness, and exposure to harmful substances. Employers must provide the necessary PPE and ensure proper training on its use and maintenance. That we all need proper tips and guidelines while using these PPE suits. This is a New Zealand regulation and standards governing material safety in construction. First one is Health and Safety at Work Act 2015, which we already studied in 600 course that in last 6 weeks we have studied. So it implemented for managing workplace safety. Designer, worker, manager and suppliers are exposed to different safety measures for using construction material. Second one is building code set. Uncover set of construction strands. It means uncover set of construction strands. Aspects like structural stability, safety, durability, etc. are taken into account. The next one is Hazardous Substance and New Organization Act 1996. Implemented for sale handling of hazardous substances includes procedures like labeling and classifying different materials aligned with approval of varied activities associated with hazardous material. Now move to
Just
next.
3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, implementing engineering controls. Reduce hazards with controls. Engineering control are crucial to minimize potential hazards. By implementing control, workplace can reduce the risk of accident. And the last one is these control create physical barriers to prevent exposure to hazards. The next one, importance of training. Why we should need a training? So it providing appropriate training and education on material hazard is crucial for ensuring the safety of worker. It is for safety of worker or safety for us. So it helps them identify the mitigate potential risk in their work environment. Training equips employees with the necessary knowledge to handle hazardous material responsibly and reduces the likelihood of accident. So last one is developing effective emergency response plans for material incident. There should be a plan, prepare, response and recover. Like emergency response plan for material incident are crucial to minimize damage or ensure safety. These plans should include clear procedures for identifying and addressing hazardous material. Training and drills are essential to ensure employees are familiar with emergency protocol. Regular updates and reviews of the plans are necessary to adapt to change circumstances.
Okay.
Yeah. Regulation and compliances.
Just highlight.
There are some compliances like laws, process, policies, rules, guidelines and regulations. So these are the handles with care. Like you can see, regulation may involve proper labeling, documentation and training. We already studied in last slide, so you can just go over through it. The next one is safety recommendation. We need safety. Obviously we need safety when we are on the site or we are in the building. Ensure proper storage. Sorry guys. So ensure proper storage and handling of hazardous material to prevent accidents and exposures. Implement regular safety training programs to educate employees about potential hazard and safe practices. Use appropriate personal means use PPE. We already studied. So let's go through with conclusion. It is very important for the construction authority to conduct a through assessment of material hazard for safety of entire infrastructure. Continuous evaluation and assessment of risk help in mitigation construction hazards and foster well-being of human. So guys, this is our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any question guys?
400-point symbol, red heart.
Guys, do you have any question?
Do you have any question?
No.
Okay, I have one question.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you very much for your presentation. Your performance
करती है?
is very good. And I want to ask you, how can unsafe materials
Friday.
and finishes can
Calm.
we harm in our workplace?
Therapy.
Okay, nice question. Let's move to another question.
हाँ? तो मैं तो बस वैसे ही फोन
Thank
कर
you,
दिया
guys.
खींच दिया यार